Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today I am so excited because we have Chanel Spring 2025 collection in the house. I did pick up several pieces from this gorgeous collection and today we are going to be playing with the new gorgeous Jeux de Lumière. This is the Big Face and Eye palette. It's absolutely stunning. Cannot wait to share that with you. They also launched new shades in the STYLO U waterproof eyeliners, my favorite. So I'm going to be sharing the shades I picked up with you. They reformulated the Rouge Cocoa Balm, so I'm so excited to share these with you, as well as I could not resist this Rouge Allure Velvet Duo with some perfect shades. This is absolutely adorable. So we're going to be playing with that as well as one of the newly formulated blushes. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about the Chanel Spring 2025 collection, along with how I created this look, then let's go ahead and get started. Now, to save time, I already put on my complexion. I used the SUBLIMAGE L'Essence de Teint today. I have been pulling for this a lot lately. And then I used the classic Le Correcteur with a little bit of their sheer glow powder just to kind of powder and set everything. So let's go ahead. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this shade up here, and I'm going to put that little kind of rosy, peachy kind of color. I'm going to put that in my crease first. So I'm excited about this palette. And so far what I'll tell you is the formulation of these products are really silky, like very silky, easy to use. I don't think I'm smelling any scent in this palette. Not that I'm detecting it, but I will say I've got a little bit of congestion going on, and I may not be, my nose might not be at peak performance here, but it doesn't seem to be, it doesn't appear to be scented. Okay, I've just swiped on this beautiful peachy color here, or kind of rosy color, and I love that color. Adds a little definition to my eyes. And then what I'm going to do is come over to this shade right over here. I'm going to put that on the mobile lid and see how that works. Ooh. That's really pretty. Again, I'm thinking like spring, kind of a soft wash of color. I feel like that's what Chanel really excels at, are kind of these super pretty soft washes on the eye. So far I'm loving this, the top two together. I think it's gorgeous. Then I'm going to come into this deeper sort of ambery gold shade, and I want to kind of intensify outer corner, maybe even up into that kind of, ooh, that's pretty color. Okay, a really nice kind of beautiful warmer. I actually really like this amber shade. That like really pops my eyes a bit. So pretty. And of course they all kind of layer really pretty together. So I'm gonna come here on that other side. And I'm just intensifying the outer corner and then up into that crease. Okay, this is what I've created so far. And then I'm going to come into this kind of this highlighting little pop color here. And I am going to kind of put this right in that inner corner here. Lighten that up. Kind of right here, kind of opening up the eye area. That is really pretty color here. Okay, I am going to just take a little bit of this color right here, and I'm going to just run a little bit of that shade underneath. We have some fun eyeliners to play with, but I thought I should connect a little bit of that color on the bottom as well as the top here. Okay, this is what I've created so far. I'm kind of loving it. This is what I'm loving about this palette, is that when I first kind of opened it up, I was like, ooh, it's so gorgeous. But I was like, ooh, is it going to be too kind of blingy or, you know, too metallic looking on the eyes? But classic Chanel, I should never worry. I feel like they do such a good job with sort of understated elegance, and then this is just sort of this really good formula that's going to give me a wash of color. It definitely has, you know, some reflection in this, but it just doesn't seem too much. I am going to be curious to see like how this is on the cheeks, because it does seem more like highlighter. I think we will try this little shade over there. I'm dying to get to the eyeliners, but I kind of want to see what this little shade over here as far as blush on its own first, because I do have one of the new formulas, and I did pick it up in Jersey, which is like just such a good kind of neutral, perfect color. Ooh, okay. So this is this shade right here. And I'm just applying it to the face, the kind of the cheeks here. And it's working out quite nicely. This is totally working as a blush shade here. I actually really like it. It's really pretty. So let's go ahead, put this on here. And I feel like it's like a blush and highlighter in one. So I'm going to kind of go a little bit higher up here. You guys, this palette is really pretty. And one thing I want to mention is if you looked at this and thought, oh, it might be too warm for me, I'm actually finding this to be like warm and cool all in one, which I actually think looks so pretty on eyes. I love to kind of do warm and cool on my eyes. I feel like it just works really well. So I'm finding this to be super beautiful here. And then I think I'll use this one as highlighter. And then of course we have fun lippies that I can't wait to try. So right now I'm coming into a fan brush and I'm coming over to this shade. This seems like a really pretty highlighter, and I'm just going to come up over here and give myself a little highlight there. So I know this is a spring palette, but I actually think it's kind of working even for right now, kind of this kind of soft wash, kind of ethereal look here. That is really, really pretty. Okay, first impressions of this JOUES de Lumiere palette is I love it. It's kind of reminding me of a palette. It was kind of like this, maybe a little bit more neutral, just a small eye palette. I'm forgetting the name. This was probably 4 years ago, but it was like my absolute favorite, and it was the same kind of concept where it was the kind of this wash of color on the eyes, but not too intense. And I'm actually loving that palette on the cheeks as well. So I could totally wear it like that. We will try out a little bit of the new blush just for fun, but let's finish the eyes first. I picked up 2 of their STYLO YEUX waterproof eyeliners. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I love these eyeliners. And I picked up Mauve Intense. If you've been with me for a while, I was obsessed with purple chalk forever, and they discontinued it. I'm afraid this is not purple chalk, everyone, but this is a really great color. And I also picked up the Vert Lagon, which just looks so pretty. And I personally love like peach with this kind of greenish, almost teal green color. I think it like is so gorgeous. So we're first gonna try purple on one eye and then vert on the other, and then we'll even it out. But I just want to show you these eyeliners like kind of as a single look. So let's see if this is going to kind of bring back purple chalk vibes. That was my absolute favorite. And I'm going to come over here and ooh, I'm loving this color though. Okay, this is not purple chalk. It is a bit more intense, but it is also a really good purple shade. It is not pulling pink. It is like really such a great purple eyeliner. I am so excited. They've launched a few other kind of purplish eyeliners in the past, but they literally have had that kind of burgundy or kind of pinkish undertone, and on my eyes it just pulls pink, and it kind of makes me look like I have pink eye or that I'm high, which I don't want to look like. That's my own personal preference, not my vibe, but seriously, this one is so good. So this is Mauve Intense, and then on the other eye, we're going to do a Vert Lagon, and I could not resist this one. It was so gorgeous. Now, along with the spring collection, they did launch 4 singles, and I was on the fence with the colors of them. And although I love the single shadows, I wasn't quite like in love with all of the colors. They have one that's going to go along with this one, but I had picked up the single last year in that jade shade, which is gorgeous, and I felt like I could use that. They had sort of a pinkish one that looks pretty. There was sort of a latte caramel color. I will get all the information in a minute, give you all the real names, but let me go ahead and line this side with the Lagoon. Okay, this is hard. I'm really loving this eyeliner as well. So this is the Mauve Intense Love, and then this one is the Vert Lagon, and I love this as well, and I love it with the eye palette. So for me, this is enough of a pop of color, but the single shadows were absolutely gorgeous. Okay, absolutely loving these eyeliners. I literally love both of them. I love the look with the Vert green color as well as this purple, the Mauve Intense. This may be a new love. It's not exactly like purple chalk, but it is the kind of purple tones that I really like to kind of bring out the green in my eyes. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go put on mascara, and then we're going to play with the lippies, case that I picked up, as well as the reformulated blush. Okay, I've got my eyes on, and so far I am loving the face palette. I love the eyeliners, especially that Mauve Intense. I love the green. We're gonna have fun. I will totally do another look. I'm just having so much fun playing with new Chanel. So I am going to pop on a little bit of blush, the newly reformulated blush, and I ended up picking it up in Jersey, which I had in the past. So I don't have an older version of Jersey on me now, but I'm gonna just tell you my thoughts on this new blush. Now, the blushes definitely have a little scent to them. It doesn't appear to be as strong as in the past, but they did not make them completely scent. And real quick, the palette, the face palette, is talc free. I need to do a little more research on the blushes. I just thought they were reformulated to make them a little bit more silky, according to the website, but it does still have scent. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of this Jersey on. This used to be one of my favorite kind of neutral blushes that I could wear with any eye look. It is just sort of a good neutral blush color, and so far I will say they're silky like the previous formulation. They have some nice pigmentation, not too much, but you can build them up. But truthfully, I wasn't sure why they were reformulating them again. So again, I'll do a bit more research for you all. I feel like putting a little bit of Jersey in this eye look. When I was kind of picking out the shade, I thought this might go with that palette. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of Jersey in my crease here. I often like to kind of put a little bit of blush in my eye look just to tie everything together. And seriously, I am more and more in love with this palette. Right up my alley. I love this Jersey blush. So good. And then we're going to move on to lips. So I had to pick up this Rouge Allure Velvet Duo, and yep, I totally bought it because of this case. Look how adorable this is. It's got a cute little pearl on it with the little Chanel logo. It's literally so darn cute. So yes, I totally bought this for the package, but the colors inside are amazing. And inside the case, you get two Rouge Allure Velvet lipsticks. One is going to be a classic Chanel red, and the other is sort of an everyday shade. So the first shade is Luminous. I'm going to go start kind of with the everyday lip shade. Give you a little swatch here. It is so pretty. I really like this color right here. Perfect everyday color. And then this formula is really nice because it is a velvety shade. It's not too matte. It feels really nice on your lips. So let me swatch this. This is the shade Luminous. I absolutely love this shade, so already the purchase of this adorable little case. I know I'm a sucker for packaging, but I will tell you, very wearable shade. And then it comes with a beautiful red shade, Chanel Red in Sensual, and it is actually such a gorgeous red shade. This is like French girl red. I love it. And it definitely is going to kind of pop your complexion as well. And when they launch these sort of lip duos, they try to pick the shades that are going to be, you know, most universal on the most amount of people. So again, really beautiful pop of color here. Let me put that one on for you. And I'm going to put this one on. And I have to tell you, I really like this Rouge Allure Velvet because it's not quite like a matte shade and it's not a satin. It literally kind of is in between those, or a soft matte, and they're very comfortable to wear, but they're very long lasting. Like, I like these because it's gonna stain my lips. And so as the color wears off, I'm still gonna have a little bit of color, and I really like this Sensual. I feel like it sort of lifts my complexion. If you've been watching my channel for a while, I've never been much of a lipstick girl, especially a bold lipstick woman, and I have to say, as I'm aging, I'm finding that the lipstick is becoming my best friend, like blush and lipstick, because I feel like it just really does kind of make your skin complexion come out. It kind of enlivens your complexion, makes you look a little bit more youthful, and I'm actually having fun with some bolder lips. Even though I have smaller lips, I have to tell you, like, this is a perfect shade. It is so beautiful, and especially if I want to do like a French girl look, where I want to do sort of a cleaner eye look and a pop of the red lip, I'm really having fun. So this to me is a beautiful red. If you are my skin twin, you absolutely need this little set because we could wear both of these colors. They are just so gorgeous. And then I did pick up 2 of the new formula of the Rouge Cocoa Bombs. I was already a fan of the Rouge Cocoa Bombs, and I picked up 2 to start, and I had to pick up the shade Honey Bliss just because, you know, Abby Bliss. This just looks so beautiful, and I'm so glad I did. This is the Honey Bliss, and it's sort of like my perfect little nude shade here. Just everyday pretty nude shade. And then I picked up Raspberry Kiss because it's just so pretty. Wanted to go with a little bit of a brighter color. Now with the bombs, what I love about the bombs, oof, I love this color. So this is Raspberry Kiss. So pretty. And what I love about the bombs is these are just easy. You can slick them on. They hydrate your lips. They give you a little bit of color, not a ton, but it's like your perfect everyday lipstick. And these are the colors again. These are the Rouge Allure Velvet in the duo, and that's Luminous and Sensual. Love them. Then we've got the Rouge Cocoa Bombs in Honey Bliss and Raspberry Kiss. Okay, I'm going to start with Honey Bliss. And I feel like we all need this shade. I absolutely love it. I don't know if you can see, but it almost has like a little bit of gold reflection in it, and it is such a beautiful color. It's not too nude. It gives my lips a little oomph, but again, that it's kind of subtle as well. So absolutely love Honey Bliss. This is a yes, not just because of the bliss. It is because it is a good color, and I specifically think this looks good with the face palette. So if you're going to get the face palette, I feel like you would love Honey Bliss because it kind of goes along with that kind of ethereal wash of color, and that's what this lipstick looks like as well. And then we're going to put on Raspberry Kiss. This is a beautiful, cool toned raspberry lip. I love it as well. It is so pretty. And what I am noticing from having the previous Rouge Coco Bombs is these are more pigmented. I'm loving the formula. They're very creamy. They're very glossy. They feel awesome on the lips. They actually feel more moisturizing, almost like a little thicker in consistency, but in a good way. And I feel like they're more pigmented, kind of like a hybrid between the lipstick and a gloss and a balm, if that makes sense. So honestly, I'm loving all 4 of the lip shades and the formulas. This one I was taking a flyer on because I literally bought it because I could not resist this case, but I have to tell you, this one hit it out of the park for me because it is the perfect red. It's the perfect everyday shade. So this is something, if you're like myself, you're kind of a little Chanel lover, you kind of do a little bit of collecting, I would highly recommend this. I feel like the shades are gorgeous and it's just kind of a cute little Chanel knick-knack. I love the Rouge Coco Balm formulas. Honey Bliss is a must color. Love it. I am a wee bit obsessed with this palette, but again, this is kind of right up my alley, so I love it. This is also kind of giving me that kind of Tom Ford nude dip vibes. Like I feel like you could get a lot of wear out of this, kind of wear it different ways besides just on your eyes. Like for me, this is sort of like my perfect eyeshadow kit. And I was pleasantly surprised by the blush on the face. I just thought it was absolutely stunning. All 4 of these shades are winners for me. I really like this, and I think it's gonna be so pretty in the spring. And the 2 eyeliners I got, I love. I love a little pop of color, mostly with eyeliner versus eyeshadow for myself. This just lets me have a little fun with color, but it's not too overwhelming. I don't have a ton of eye real estate, like, you know, I don't have a ton to work with. I have hooded eyes, so although I love those colored shadows, I don't tend to wear those that much. I feel like they just don't have the same impact as like a little pop of color like the eyeliner does for my particular eyes. And then as far as the blush, I definitely love the silky nature. I love the pigmentation of these. They're a little less scented, but they still have a rosy accord. They're sort of sticking with their classic because there's so many people that have loved this formula forever. So I get it. They're having a hard time between those of us who don't want any fragrance and then some of the people who are longtime Chanel lovers and they don't want that scent to go away. But I will say, love Jersey. If you don't have this in your collection, it's kind of the perfect neutral blush. It's just gorgeous. So happy to have this back in my collection. And then of course we're going to end with fragrance of the day. I went ahead and pulled out my Comète. I love this one so much. This is a beautiful powdery iris scent, kind of floral, soft floral scent. It's kind of matching the vibes of the sweater. It's very powdery, fluffy, feminine, and beautiful. And this was one of my favorite releases from 2024. Love this scent. It's got this gorgeous, almost bitter almond note in it. It is just lovely, and it felt like the perfect scent to go along with this look. So far, I have to tell you, I've loved everything that I have picked up. Yes, I did not pick up any of the singles yet. There's also 2 beautiful nail polishes. I'm somebody who gets dip nail manicures, so I don't do the nail polishes. There was 2 other eyeliners. One was in a Brun Proupre, which is a brown. I may pick that one up. And the other was Rouge FAUVRE. That was more sort of like an orangey coral look. I could see that being cool, but the two I was most excited about was the Mauve Intense and the Vert Lagoon. They did not disappoint. And then in the single eyeshadows, the one that I did sort of want to pick up was the Pêche Glacé, but I sort of felt like it was going to be a repeater if I'm getting the face palette, so I passed on that. But they have a beautiful Mauve Sucre that I'm sure will look gorgeous with your Mauve Intense eyeshadow. They have a Menthe Aloe, that's this gorgeous mint colored eyeshadow that's going to look gorgeous with the Vert Lagoon. And then they have, it looks like a matte one that is Latte Frappe, that honestly I might have to pick that up. I think that one's going to be gorgeous, but just started with these pieces so far from the spring 2025 collection. As usual, I love to hear from you. Let me know what you're most interested in seeing from this collection, what you're going to be picking up. Again, right now the collection is available at the boutiques, and then it will be coming online very soon. I would imagine kind of maybe the beginning of January, let's hope, to retailers. So I am wishing everyone a fantastic holiday season, and I will be back with another video soon.